Well, that could be also a great thing, is like to have two characters, one which represent the power in a way, which Bernarda, and then the other, the one who is going through the process is really Adela. Is not Bernarda.
Pues se me ocurre algo, o sea, si en esto voy a estar yo trabajando con el movimiento.
So if she's going to work here with movement.
La música puede ser el poder limitante, por ejemplo, ¿no?
Music can be
el poder limitante de Bernarda, ¿no? Y el movimiento, la libertad, o sea, podemos abstraer los personajes en otros.
Okay, so we can make it a little bit more abstract and make music represents
algo que
power
pueda representar la opresión, ¿no? Lo limitante, buscar limitaciones externas que podrían ser Bernarda y yo trabajar desde la libertad del movimiento, que puede ser, el movimiento puede ser Adela. Es que los personajes pueden ser abstractos dentro de...
Okay,
¿sabes?
So she's saying that one idea that came to mind is that probably music could be used as representing power or oppression, and movement, which is what she will be doing, exemplifying or being the epitome of freedom.
Y sí, como algo abstracto, ¿no? Pero luego como algo poderoso en la palabra se puede utilizar desde otro nivel. No sé si me explico. Se pueden tener varios personajes ubicados en
Okay.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Okay.
What you are saying is
characters speaking. Aside from music and movement, we can also have a text.
No sé, es una idea que puede ser.
David.
puede servir, ¿no? Porque cuando uno está sola y trabaja una obra con tantos personajes y tan compleja en ese aspecto, pues se puede abrir la mente en eso, ¿no? Incluso el espacio puede ser Bernarda, ¿no? El espacio en el que te encuentras, que es la casa, ¿no? Puede ser Bernarda en sí, ¿no? Sin tener que poner ella texto y el texto llevado a otro personaje.
Okay, so she's saying that continuing with that more abstract line, we can even make Bernarda not be a real character, but probably space. Like the theatrical space could be on stage, could be in a way Bernarda, if we work with space somehow. Yeah.
Y el texto puede ser inspirado en una línea de un personaje. El texto puede ser de uno de los personajes.
Okay, and the text can be from one of the characters.
No sé si me he explicado.
But I would say that idea is very interesting, because I think, but I feel like Adela, in order for us to understand what the oppression is, has to have some of the other characters in the play. I don't see how, without the obstacles, I don't see what she's doing. I like the idea of Bernarda simply being a spirit in the play, simply being a force of music or sound or something that isn't real. That could be really wonderful. But I think we need to see everybody else bouncing off of that. And how many, I don't know, but I mean, the sisters are important in many ways because of the competition that they have with one another and the kind of deceit that goes on there, that the oppression has forced them to be like that. So I want to make sure that somehow Adela has something to play with. That would be my only concern.
For me, I don't know, I feel, Anna, it's difficult to limit if you are going to use the music as Bernarda, it will limit a lot the music. I don't know if it's gonna be easy to understand that the music has that role of oppression, when usually the music is what will lose you up. So I see that if we go to a smaller version, Bernarda and Adela, like to have two characters to contrast each other might be the best option. But if we go to a larger character, then yes, then the music can be Bernarda, and then as you said, David, all the characters will be dancing to that rhythm that she will be playing. It will be easier to understand, but then you need more character, as you said. If it is only one character and only the music, I don't know if it will be difficult to get it.
Could work if it was a vocalist.
As Bernarda.
It could be that that is text. And maybe, or that it contains text somehow, so that we understand critical things. It could be sung. I mean, that would be interesting. I wondered too, because these women, these sisters are pretty young, right? I mean, they're like, I don't know what the ages actually are in this culture. But I was also wondering if in a sense perhaps it could be Adela revisited, almost like Adela. If you played it, Anna, it could be looking back on the story of a teenage girl, and with the sort of perspective of hindsight, where Adela is a reincarnation in a sense of the character who dies. I don't know if that is if that's an abstraction that interests you. But it would allow a kind of contemporary perspective.
Can you repeat it again? Sorry, the thing about reincarnation, and I know it's a metaphor, but can you repeat it again? Sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it reincarnation so much as it just like
a reinterpretation,
like as though the character had come back to life in order to tell Adela's story. That it would be Adela, 10 years later or whatever, and we would be able to like look at the text from a more literal standpoint, but also any kind of commenting on it or any kind of perspective on it might allow you to sort of be freer in terms of expressing what you think of it.
And then they could both, because you talked about Bernarda Alba being a spirit, then maybe they're both spirits.
In a sense, that would be true. And then the other people could be, they could be throwing language or text, like a critical moment, or you hear the stallion, kicking in the barn, and you hear, and the sister says something about who stole my portrait, or whatever. You sort of add those sort of things into Adela's experience as she returns to the scene of her demise. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how to keep it smaller, in numbers of people.
Me parece interesante, la verdad.
She thinks it's a very interesting idea.
Parece cogerlo desde otra perspectiva, incluso poder nosotros visualizar una nueva obra dentro de esa misma obra.
Yeah, because it would entail like a different perspective, and even like creating a new play within the play.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't see that we can interpret this play without being a little bit bold.
Claro, dice que tenemos